Hello everybody, and I am back, making a video. I know, it's wild. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the VRChat Creator Economy that they have. The VRChat official has posted a video on like 2-3 months ago, and my thoughts on the entire thing and like why I don't think it's a good idea. So, supporting your creators has been able to be possible through like Patreon and through like actually purchasing their products off of Gumroad or Booth or directly off their websites or whatever. But VRChat wants to make it so that you can support your creators in VRChat for like paid advantages or like other paid features. So specifically, they talk about in the video that avatar or world creators can make access only for VIP supporters or whatever. That dynamically changes, and they're going to integrate it with their SDK and stuff like that, so that people who pay to support a creator will get access to a completely different area of a map, or items that could give you an advantage in like a game or something like that, which could be abused in a very poor way, right? Like, nobody wants to play a game world where you're going to be getting a paid advantage item turned against you if you don't pay for it. That's a pay-to-win system. And while their intentions with the system is to help support and foster a creative community, I don't think it's a good idea, solely for the fact that I've seen systems like this fail in the past. When I was doing, so this is like a side thing. This isn't VRChat related, but there used to be a website called World, and on World, which was run by Three Rings, who got purchased out by Sega, you could create avatars and worlds and sell them for in-game currency and then take that in-game currency and transfer it into actual money to send to you, right? So you could get paid for your work. However, a lot of people just went like completely skipped all that and sold avatars and world commissions through PayPal, stuff like that. Another source outside of the game, and the entire game's monetization system just like went to shit because that's how they built the website's sustainability. I'm afraid that VRChat will take that idea and bake it so hard into VRChat that that's how VRChat's gonna monetize itself. They're probably gonna take a portion of the money that you send to a creator through the creator economy to support development of more VRChat stuff. And tying it to that sort of system could lead to people just being like, no, fuck, these people take my money, taking a portion of the income, whereas if I do it directly through like my own website, I get 100% of the profits. And then people will go back to just doing it the way that they're doing it right now. And like, VRChat is a free-to-play game. Sure, they need to make money somehow, right? You can't just hire a bunch of people to code and to develop the game and the SDK for the game free. You find a way to make money, and VRChat Plus does not pay VRChat enough to keep that cost running forever. Eventually, people are just not going to pay for VRChat Plus, or people are just going to stop playing VRChat. And siphoning the money off of the creator economy, which they might very well possibly do, will leave a bad taste in the mouth of the creators because they will probably feel like that their efforts are not being well rewarded, especially if they're spending countless hours, anywhere from like 3 months making an avatar, only for them to get a portion of their profits cut. because VRChat's taking, and that's not the type of economy that is healthy for the game, in my opinion. In that comment that I made in that video, I say that VRChat's community is full of passionate people who want to keep that passion for the game and make content for a game that they're passionate about, not for monetary reasons, but because they like adding content to the game. Myself included. Like, I made this world, right? I didn't make this world for money or to make any monetary gain. I made it because I wanted to. I wanted to create something and contribute to the development of this game. And this world will be here forever until it gets either deleted by me, deleted by somebody else, or VRChat dies. And I'm not doing it for the money, right? Like, I'm a nobody. So this system is gonna make people want to make content solely for the money. And that's not the type of community that I think VRChat wants to foster. I feel that if we put a monetary value on everything and we go full capitalism society in VRChat, it's just going to lead to its downfall because the people in here that I interact with don't want VR to be that sort of space. However, there are people in VRChat who do use VR to make money. I'm not one of them, but there are people who do. Like, I think there are like people in dance clubs that dance for money. There are obviously the world creators who get commissioned to do worlds for communities that make profit. And there are, of course, avatar creators who post their creations on Gumroad, on Booth, or on whatever website that they have. And they make money that way. Now, I don't really expect VRChat to listen to, Lonely Naz's opinion, but I just don't think it's a good move. I don't think making content for the game solely for the purpose of making money is healthy for the majority of the player base, because it's going to force everybody to be on that hustle grind set, right? It's going to force everybody to be on that grind set or the mindset of, how do I milk as much money from everybody as possible? Whereas the quality of the content and the passion for making the content should come first and foremost over the potential money gains from making that content, unless you're an established creator. And those established creators are only established because they make good products, and they make good products because they were passionate about the game. So you're just removing a complete beginning step of any creator's journey to force a way to make money. Like, oh yeah, here's a reason to do this. You can make money. Oh, okay. But I want to make things that I'm passionate about, and I don't want to make things just for the sole fact of making money. I don't make fucking squat off of these YouTube videos, right? And like, I'm talking off my ass about a system, about VRChat, because they want to make money. They're a corporation, they got to make money somehow, right? They can't just receive donations from people all the time. And VRChat Plus isn't going to fully pay for everything that they need to cover. Now, oh boy, I just don't think it's a good move. I just don't think it's a good move. And people already support the communities that create the good content on VRChat regardless, because you can go to people's Discords, you can pay money through Patreon, you can pay them directly through like their website or their Gumroad or their booth for models and worlds and other assets and stuff like that. And I don't know. There's a lot that can go wrong with this, because you're trying to take a person's passion out of the game. That's my biggest problem. Is like, I don't want to be making something if I'm not passionate about it. Now, there are people that will make something just because it can make money. There are people who will jump on a bandwagon just because they can make money, like all the Twitch streamers, all the content creators who are like abusing the algorithm and making content solely for the clout and the monetary gain of it. But I don't want VRChat to go that way, right? And if it goes that way, and people don't support it, they're just gonna go to like Neos VR or Chill Out VR. They're gonna go to other platforms. VRChat has a way of like doing some weird things, weird implementations of things. Okay, cool. We want to get rid of hackers, demonic clients, and all those mods. So they implement easy anti-cheat. That's controversial because there's a lot of people who use quality of life changes or quality of life improvements to make the game either perform better, give it some features that it desperately needed, like, oh, for a long time you couldn't have personal mirrors without having a mod for it. And you can't search avatars. You can't, if you want to find a public avatar, you have to go like scour countless public avatar worlds to find them, or you just go to like Prismatic's avatar search or whatever. But like that wasn't a thing that needed to happen. No one needed to make a specific world for it back then because you could just install the mod that lets you search avatars. And them changing dynamic bones to integrated fizz bones is a good change. Like they have bad changes, they have controversial changes, and then they have good changes. They have a track record of doing like who knows what, who knows when, and this creator economy thing just feels like a really bad idea. One thing that implementing this change could do, or this creator economy could do, is ruin the social aspect of the game. Like, we're going into public worlds and we're interacting with people just to have conversation in the social space that we're at, right now. We're not going there to like side hustle, like, hey yo, have you seen my content? Hey dude, check out my group. Like, I've got hot contents. And that's not what we're doing. We're just like, if somebody brings it up like, hey yo, do you make avatars? Like, yeah, I make avatars, or no, I don't make avatars, or like, oh, I only do specific things with avatars, like for me, I only do like shader stuff, I only do texture stuff, and I only do it, right? Because like, I can't do shit in Blender. I don't fucking know any of that. Like, this entire world I made in Unity. And if it gets brought up in the conversation naturally, yeah, I'll talk about it. But I don't go around being like, hey, yo, check out my new avatar. Hey, yo. I'm not doing that. I'm like, if you know a creator, if you know their work and you know that it's good, you'll seek it out. You'll seek it out if you've heard from a word of mouth if something is good or not. And that's one thing that VRChat has that other platforms don't have, is like, you don't have the word of mouth spread of who's a good creator and who's not. And a lot of people customize the avatars that they purchase from other creators anyway, to where everyone's avatar is uniquely different. Now this one's not, right? Like, this one only has eye tracking and mouth tracking because that's all I've put on it. I haven't changed any of the materials or any of the stuff. But like, I bought this avatar off of the creator's website. And like, everybody who buys an avatar is like, oh yeah, that's an awesome avatar. And then they edit it to their preferences. And the way VRChat wants to monetize the creators doesn't inherently let people do that. Because if you support an avatar creator on VRChat, I'm going to assume that it just allows you access to like a private avatar or whatever. I have no idea how that whole system is going to work for avatars, because they were like, oh, we have things planned, but we don't really want to go into detail about it. The worlds aspect is cause for concern because it could cause pay to win scenarios in games, in game worlds, pay for an advantage. Okay, if you're going to like the B club and you pay to get access to the VIP, okay, yeah, whatever, you get that VIP area unlocked. Cool. That's already a thing that happens. Everybody who gets VIP is already gets that because they pay for it through Patreon. And I'm sure that they will make more money off of Patreon than if they did it through the VRChat Creator Economy. Most likely. So if you want to actually support their work, you support it through means anyway. This just feels like a cash grab. It just feels like a cash grab from VRChat because they don't know how to monetize their game. They never thought about like the logistical way to run this business and how to make money off of this type of social platform. Really make money off of a social platform unless you sell cosmetics or charge up front. Those are the only two things that I can think of for actually making money off of a social game like this. Charging people, taking a cut off of the creator economy revenue is not a way that is healthy or sustainable for the community of VRChat as well. So like, yeah, you get to support your favorite creators, but you're also portion of that profit is probably going to go to VRChat. I think people should just I don't know what VRChat should do, right? There's no easy solution. I don't get paid to make their decisions for them or come up with their monetization schemes for them. That's not my job. I'm just here to talk about my thoughts on this creator economy. I don't have any constructive criticism for it other than it's bad. And I've seen it fail in the past. Probably gonna fail again because that's just how these things work. I don't know. At least with World, because it's a Flash game, you bought an avatar and you have that avatar, right? So you buy an in-game currency to spend on an avatar that's in the shop because it costs the in-game currency, and then a portion of that goes to the creator because then they can cash out whatever they make. And then the rest of the money goes to whoever's hosting the website. At the time it was 3 Rings before they got purchased by Sega. And yeah, that's how that system worked. But of course people just went like, I'm making like a fraction of what I get back from an avatar sale. So if I want to actually make money, I'll just take commissions over Skype and take money through PayPal. So I get the entire profit and you get the avatar. Like you're basically just paying for a trade, right? You're just like paying for one's custom avatar that they've made. But you didn't get any of the files. You didn't get any of the files. You couldn't change anything. Whereas the system we have now for VRChat, you go through Gumroad, you go through Booth, or you go through a website to purchase a Unity asset file to upload into VRChat. You get access to all the files within it, and you can modify it to your heart's content. Hair color, you can change clothing options, you can change everything about the avatar if you have the know-how. Add eye tracking, you can add mouth tracking, you can do whatever you want to it, as long as it falls within their TOS, right? There's more flexibility with VRChat through a system that's not the creator economy, because the game fosters that community of creative, like-minded people who want to edit the things that they purchase. And that's the whole point of everybody on VRChat creating and customizing avatars, is to customize an avatar to their preference. Whereas with World, you couldn't. But with VRChat, you actually buy, like, I actually go into Unity and I can change all the textures and I can change everything about this avatar. Or with Worlds, you buy a world through Gumroad, you can change everything about the world, and you can change it to your heart's content to be however you want it to be. Personally, this is just my opinion on world stuff, that making a world isn't that hard. It's hard converting it to Quest and be Quest compatible, because Quest compatibility is god-awful, and the requirements to make it fully Quest compatible with it looking good is astronomically beyond my control because I have no idea what I'm doing. But I have no idea what I'm doing, but I made this. Like, the preview is gonna be on my channel somewhere. That if you want. But like, I found 3D models and I put them and I imported them. I have a couch here. I have that pool table that I found. That's the official pool hall pool table prefab that they have on GitHub. Those beanbag chairs over there. That's a file. That's its own thing, right? Like, there's infinite customization for worlds that you could do yourself, but instead of buying one. That's my opinion. I don't know why you would buy a world, but yeah, the creator economy's fucked. I don't think it's a good idea. VRChat, please no. Yeah, this has been Nazasu's VR rants, and I guess I'm back. Hello. Yeah, I've been gone for a month. Update video. Check it out. Okay. Bye.